What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back. Nirvana in Fire 2. It's been a couple of weeks since I watched the show. We just finished like the first arc of the story. Hopefully I can remember the names to be honest. Yeah, but I will be doing some episodes today. I know that you guys are probably wondering what's going on. At this point, as I'm recording here today, I think you guys have seen probably like 5 episodes so far. I do have 6 and 7 ready to go. Today we're going to be doing 8 and 9. Hopefully I can get those episodes out for you guys. Okay, I am working on it to say the least, but I will be going forward. I will be a little bit more consistent when it comes on to the uploads of these series. The editing, man. Whew, the editing the editing is it's like I dread when I have to sit down and edit it. And I'm wondering if I should just stick to doing single uploads, because I think I would get them out a lot faster. The double uploads, man, I think what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go back to single episodes, and then when, like, if it sparks me, then I will do double uploads for the series. I think that's one of the things where you know, editing 2 episodes is kind of like a little tedious. You know what I'm saying? It's a little tedious to sit down and do double uploads, especially when you're doing it for more than one series. It gets a little tedious for me, but at the end of the day, I still have to get these episodes out. So what I'm going to try to do is to do 1 episode per upload for now. So go back to single uploads. And then if something really important is happening and it sparks me to do a double upload, then I'll do a double upload, because I think that's what I did with Nirvana in Fire 2. I think we did single till we got up into the 20s. I think the 20 or the 30s. Then I started to do double uploads because I really wanted to see what was what was gonna happen in the series. But in any case, we're jumping into episodes what is it, 7, no, 6 and 7, no 8 and 9, episodes 8 and 9. Thank you guys for sticking with me, man. I know you guys are wanting more and more of these episodes, because Nirvana in Fire 2 is not Nirvana in Fire the original, right? But it's still a very compelling story so far. I really want to know what's going on in the capital, man. There's a lot of shady stuff going on, and we don't know about. So a lot of that stuff is definitely going to be revealed. So I wanna be there. I wanna be there. So let's jump into it. I will see you guys at the end for the review. And I've still said 8. I literally just said we're doing single uploads, and I said 8 and 9. See you guys for the review, man.
这里可有线索。
此地藏身不易，没有什么可疑的。这么一来，段同舟能沾到灯油的地方，就只有前天院了。走。
是。
Still a little fuzzy with the names.
师傅，东海那边可有消息？
师傅放心，书信已经送到。
多尔方才要和师傅说什么？
人到了，在单房等候。
取些好茶
The
来。
person. No. He's involved. Bruh.
师傅，
怎么样？
有惊无险。荀飞展见过我的手印之后，当晚就去了荀白水的府邸。他肯定已经发现了其间的联系。
你确定？
我确定。
这位手握5万禁军的大统领，绝不能置身事外。既然我们已经顺利地挑起了他们叔侄的隔阂，相信这位荀大统领必然会搅入局中。
Did he just call him master?
围起来！
师傅，师傅，外面好多禁军，还有巡防营，咱们前天院四面已被团团围住，所有通道全部封死，是荀大统领亲自带队。
荀飞展怎么会追查到这里来的？
这个时候可没时间考虑这个，先找地方避避。
以段同舟这样的绝世高手，想要藏身隐匿于此，倒也是个好办法。
朝廷重犯，看来荀大人的意思是要逐间搜查了。
上师的前天院有白神祭坛，荀某虽非信徒，但也不敢随意冒犯。
多谢。
但是，飞展知道，单凭陛下指派我抓捕人犯的口谕，要想逐间搜查，也确实有些不妥。可是若想另行请旨，恐怕这时机……
在下明白。荀大人也是公务在身，再说，想到朝廷重犯在我这前天院中，在下心里也是惴惴不安。不过，我这前殿后院有颇多御赐之物，还请诸位兄弟搜查时多加点小心。
多谢上师，大度了。
荀大人请便。
娘娘，微臣没有直接
Stop
的
lying
卷入，但此时正是圣心恼怒的时候，有些许的牵扯，也很难解释清楚。
以飞展这性子，他最后会怎么办？谁能拿得准？
微臣此次进宫，只是想告知娘娘心里有个数。飞展他不会把事情做绝的，微臣只是忧虑以后啊。
以后什么？
They all just plotting, bro.
难道娘娘甘心，以后太子要仰赖长林王府萧平章的脸色吗？
萧平章，
What about him?
长林世子，倒也不是轻狂莽撞之人，也未必会这样吧。
关键不是眼下他们想干什么，而是将来他们想做什么。人心多变，不得不防啊。微臣还要上朝议事，先告退了。
荀大统领，前面是在下。
上师，若是荀某没有看错，此处应该有个机关吧？
How the hell do you know about the trapdoor, sir?
荀大统领好眼力，这的确是间密室，乃是在下闭关清修时所用。
打开看看如何？
Cultivation.
荀大统领说我这前天院人来人往，容易混进逃。
Why are you refusing to open it? You said
尽力配合禁军搜查，并无怨言。可现在你要打开在下的密室，这意思可就不一样了。密室需要机关开启，绝非外人可以偷偷混进。若是大统领执意搜查我单房密室，莫非是怀疑在下有意窝藏朝廷重犯？
玄某想问上师一句，
请问
有吗？
有什么？
窝藏。
当然没有。
Then open the damn door.
打开看看又何妨？
Yeah.
上师请。
If you're not hiding anything, why don't you just open the door? You know what I'm saying? You said it's a secret chamber, not something that nobody can't look. Oh, there's a whole lot of gloom down there.
但眼看要到年下了，若只是因为这个便搁置拖延，反而不好。依朕的意思，就按吴爱卿离的章程先行结案，日后若捕得逃犯，再行立案处置。王兄以为如何？
谨遵陛下圣意。
那就这么办。
遵旨。
So
沈
they're
大统领还
delaying the
四处
case.
瞧瞧。
得罪了。
Where's this dude hiding, bro? Is there another secret chamber in the secret chamber? He's not gonna find him, obviously, but still, you know what I mean? I can't believe the priest was involved, because this whole time I've been asking, like, what is his significance to the story? And here we are.
上师，多有打扰。
Anytime you see, you're never gonna see like a character in, you know, a bunch of scenes and they don't play a significant role. You get what I'm saying? Like they're just there for being there.
这是头回捏把汗。
你说玄飞展近日搜查了乾天院，什么缘故？
追捕段同舟。
他是发现了什么踪迹呢，还是怀疑上了濮阳英？
若是一点线索也没有，飞展也不会贸然登门。濮阳上师可是极受皇后娘娘宠幸之人，换做旁人，怕是不敢轻易招惹。但飞展是荀家人，反而毫无顾忌。
濮阳英这个人虽说有上师尊号，但他不挂朝职，不理朝政。
近来这些事，论理于他，没有丝毫瓜葛。
但他若是卷进来了，倒让我想不通。想不通是为了什么？
虽然大唐府沉船，匆匆结了案，但寄生送府供词疑点颇多，关键人证段同舟在逃，其幕后主使尚未挖出。 朝中上下
Telling you, man, I have a feeling that the Empress, that woman, man,
倒像只是掀开了帷幕一角。
怎么样？
没错，就是东海主教。
Okay, so somebody is actually trying to poison her. That is some bullshit.
这套装盒7年前便赐给姐姐了，她身体的伤损必定不轻。
但是怎么会呢？大嫂武门出身，内功心法也习资高人，身体有什么不对？难道她感觉不出来吗？
我很难跟你解释清楚，但这个伤损跟她身体是否有不适之感，并没有完全的关系。
你说过可以调理，对吧？如果有需要我帮忙的地方，你尽管使唤。如果是要找药材，无论在什么地方，我都能给你采回来。
我知道你会尽力，我也会尽我的全力。不过我不想蒙姐姐日后更加失望，所以在没有准备周全之前，你先不要告诉他们可以调理。
好。
That is straight up bullshit, man.
大哥也不要太担心。宁熙说，除了那方面的伤损之外，这朱家对大嫂身体的其他方面，应该没有影响。
But that is a big part, though, man. That is a huge part of the body, bro.
这是又阴狠又恶毒。
You think?
可偏偏又很难去查。
平静，这京城的风越来越冷了，你可有感觉？
大哥，你很冷吗？
冷风也罢，暴雨也好，咱们长陵王府又不是没经历过风雨。平静，你随我出一趟门。
大哥，你要去哪儿？
天牢。
不是说长陵王府不干涉有司审讯吗？世子还是忍不住了。
此案已经审结，朱笔御批，判你腰斩7世，本应连3族，陛下宽仁，许你做男丁流放发卖。怎么，这个结果你还不知道吗？我这有一份宋大人的履历。据悉，显光7年，你是英州通判。 西里偷袭围城，府尹和参将都逃了，你一个文官守城，有幸得先帝亲旨嘉奖，从此仕途平顺。那个时候的宋帝，骨头里还算有些血气，心里也还是有家公子。只是不知道这样一份县城，什么时候就开始变了。
先帝与陛下此心从未变节，我所做的一切，都是为了保我陛下的朝局安稳呐。
大人这话，我就有些听不懂了。你断了前线通气，几乎就是想把甘族以南拱手让给他。如此作为，怎样能保陛下的朝局更加安稳？
Please explain, please. I want to know what's going through these dudes' head.
前线将士和五州百姓的性命，用以警示后人。
有没有这么想？大同府的安排的确是我下的命，只是我万万没有想到，大余会全军南下，而且专攻甘州。我只是想延迟补给，让长陵军无法主动挑起和大余的战事而已。 我没有想断送甘州啊！说句心里话，满朝文武跟我一样的人有很多，我们都想看看长陵军，看你们长陵军打一场败仗，挫挫你们的锐气，以此让长陵王府有所节制，不那么功高盖主。我们就是想看着你们打一场败仗，
打一场败仗。 我大哥差点死在甘州
，bitch. Fuck out of here. These niggas are the people like this are the worst, bro. And they swear they're so honorable. they will swear that they're so honorable. I hate when people make unnecessary sacrifices to further their ambitions and then use bigger picture ideas to justify what they did. Like, bro, you sacrifice people to prove a point. To prove a point. Are you serious? You don't know the outcome. You can't. It's like, oh, this is what I wanted to do, but this is what happened. And instead of coming forward and saying that's what happened, or you guys, you tried to cover it up. You're doing all of this backhanded stuff. Meanwhile, they were investigating. Y'all didn't fess up to what you did after everything went wrong. So if that was your actual intention, right? You can't just decide, hey, let's let them lose a battle to knock them down a peg because they're gaining too much prestige. That's why. Are you serious right now? Wouldn't the country be in good hands? You get what I'm saying? Wouldn't the country be in good hands if the thing about it is this, right? The Changlin army, they have always served the empire. They don't get big-headed. Hey, maybe one day their family might take over or whatever the situation is, right? But it's not going to be, you know what I'm saying? It's not going to be in terms of them seeking it out or anything like that. It probably ends up being natural succession. You get what I'm saying? But I think, in my opinion, if you're trying to preserve the monarchy, if you will, if you're trying to preserve that and be like, okay, we want Prince Jing's line to continue to do what they do, y'all could do that. I mean, this kind of stuff, and it's, I see this also when I was watching Joy of Life. This was part of the storyline as well, in that first season, right? It was part of the storyline as well, where you had these people who had their own ambitions of where they think the empire should go, and they're just scheming in the background and saying they're doing this for country. You get what I'm saying? It's one of the most dumbest things that you can do, is to usurp the power, right? You're using, underhanded ways to usurp the power of the government or the country or whatever. You just don't do that. You don't do that because you don't know what it's going to be, especially when it involves soldiers fighting and stuff like that. It's kind of like, that people are going to war and you manipulate the situation for the soldiers to get killed or lose in a battle. That's what he just said. Let them lose a battle, right? Them losing a battle involves people losing their lives, man. When it didn't have to be that way. When you sacrifice people's lives on a bigger picture situation, as in, kill the few to save the many, right? When you do stuff like that, it's got to be in a situation where the soldiers know that they can't get out of the situation. You know what I'm saying? Like, they can't do anything. Like, their hands are tied in every single way, and this is what needs to be done. Hey, we need a military, you know what I'm saying? We need an airstrike on this place immediately so that, this dangerous criminal doesn't get away, right? And maybe these guys can't get out of there in time or whatever the situation is. In situations like those, a lot of times those decisions has to be made. You don't want to make them, but you have to make them. Because it's like, oh, if we don't do this, you know what I'm saying? This guy's going to get away. And you know what I'm saying? But the threat got to be so high for say the president to make that decision. It's the threat gotta be on some, you know what I'm saying? Otherwise, they're not going to make that decision. These decisions, sacrifice the few for the many, those decisions come in very serious and dire situations. You can't just plot this. You can't just plot this because you feel like this family is getting too powerful, and they might decide to take over, and y'all can't do anything about it. Their military power is too strong. You can't do that. Like look at it like this. That's kind of like if the U.S. military just decided, you know what, we're gonna take over. We're gonna take over the government and blah 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 blah. There is super serious repercussions to that. Serious repercussions to that. Yes, they have, you know what I'm saying, a rogue military faction breaking off from the U.S. military and decided to take over. That is a serious offense, man. I don't care for what reason you're doing it. You don't do shit like that. Because you just don't know what the future holds. You don't know, man.
你们就这么恨我们长林府吗？
That much, you know what I'm saying? What did they do to deserve this kind of hate, other than just being them?
我敬佩老王爷，仁义宽厚。但是
Yet
长林府权倾朝野，说一不二。长林军睥睨群雄，拥兵自重，这也是不争的事实。就算你们长林王府能忠贞不渝，但在无边的权力面前，你能保证你们的子孙不会变节，不觊觎大量的王位吗？
But not the, listen, that is the exact problem. That is the exact problem. The same dynasty that you're protecting, the same empire that you are protecting, there's no guarantee that they won't change, that their lineage won't change either. You can't guarantee that, you know, that a dictator is not going to come out of that lineage either, my guy. You can't. None of it is guaranteed. You don't know the future. You have to deal with situations as they come along in a case like this. You can't just be like, oh, all of them, all of this empire, everybody that comes, you know, all of these princes that are going to be born forever and ever, they're all going to be good. They're all going to be this. They're all going to be... You can't guarantee that. Nobody can. So just like how they can't guarantee that the lineage is gonna stay strong and loyal forever, they can't guarantee that. You can't guarantee for the same one you're protecting. So it's a stupid logic. It's a stupid logic, dude. You can't guarantee any of it. Nobody can guarantee what's going to happen 50, 100 years later. Nobody knows. You can make predictions. You know, you're saying based on their power, you know, you don't know, you know, somebody in the lineage is not gonna get power hungry and be like, we have the military power, we can stage a coup d'etat. Like, come on, man. Like, it's stupid thinking, bro. Absolutely ridiculous.
其实也是琅琊榜高手段同舟。
知道。他做了师爷之后告诉我的。
那段同舟是否是在为你效力？姬琛与段同舟联手试图抹杀人证，那是我亲眼所见。若姬琛与你并无勾结，那他为何要冒这么大的风险做这样的事？
我没有，我从来没有派人去过齐州。
That's why they're trying to make his wife can't have kids. That is so. That is. They hate them that much, and they don't want. They want their line to not continue.
朝中究竟还有
That
多
is
少
some
人
evil shit, man.
会是宋福这样的想法？
I don't know, but he said a lot.
我还有事，你先回府去吧。
大哥还要去哪里啊？你伤势未愈，我得陪着你啊。
进宫。整套装盒都是娘娘御赐的，臣既然知道了其中的不妥，自然应当先禀知娘娘。
秉之，你把这些东西摆到正阳宫来，不就是想质问本宫怎么回事吗？
So what's wrong with that?
整整7年了，本宫哪里知道怎么回事？
内廷司奉旨专人大旨，在以娘娘之名赐出宫去的物品，却能被人中途动了手脚，娘娘确实应该生气。可是，理当承接娘娘怒火之人，难道是微臣吗？
你
图样、供料、匠人，怎么打制、怎么收验、怎么保管和赐出的，臣认为确有可查之处。只不过相关人等多在内院，即使禀告陛下请旨，也没有娘娘亲自督办来的方便。故而微臣今日进宫，恳请娘娘做主。
向皇上请旨，世子这句话算是威胁吗？本宫心中坦荡，自然不会怕小人污蔑。
微臣并无此心。若是娘娘一定要这样想，那也无可奈何。但是人人皆有底线，对于微臣而言，一旦伤及父王、内子，还有平津，微臣绝不会哑口隐忍。
She letting you know. He like, yo, if you had anything to do with this, you gotta remember also, I'm gonna stop at nothing. This involves either my brother, my father, or my wife. It's on, bitch. It's on.
与皇后有关的可能性确实很小，但总得当面把握一下。何况此事涉及内廷，又时日久远，皇后来查，肯定比我们更有办法一些。
大哥的身体本来需要静养的，这样怎么撑得住啊？再说了，这件事毫无头绪，急也没用。大哥，先交给我来跟进好不好？等我有了实在的进展，再跟你商量嘛。
平津，幸亏你在京城。
I had a whole lot to think about.
东海和北燕的国书全都到了。
是。
很好，和我预计的时间差不多。
师父有白神指点，自然能动烛机先。
勋卿啊，
微臣在。
这一连2份国书所议之事，你们内阁有何看法啊？
国书？
啊？这东海北燕相继递来的国书，连朕手上都有劫掠。鸿胪寺没有转给内阁吗？勋卿，你最近忙什么呢？连这样的事情都不记得了。
陛下恕罪。陛下，因宋福一案，中书令报缺，牵连朝臣众多，后续处置也是纷杂。老夫力不从心，不能分神兼顾，故而内阁一些例行事务皆委任于副职。微臣在过目之时，只是匆匆，有些记得不太确切，所以在陛下面前应答失仪，实乃大罪，请陛下责罚。
起来吧，知道是自己的疏失就行了，说不上什么责罚。
谢陛下。
给他看看。
陛下，东海与我大梁，乃联姻之国，遣使来京，自该立即允准才是啊。虽然此时已近年夏，诸事不便，但是根据他们的路程计算时日，使团到京时应该已经是年后了，时间刚刚好。至于北燕，陛下，北燕正在内斗，朝内两派分立，情势尚不明朗。微臣以为，让他们明年春天再来，更妥。至于所要求的事情，陛下还是再好好的想一想。
这样，你们内阁尽快拟一个回复的书文，朕先看看。
遵旨。
根茎粗细、叶片的形状，还有花瓣的瓣数、颜色，你全都得一一比对清楚，不能弄错了。
我明白，事关大嫂，我肯定不会出半点差错。
此药喜迎背光，不易寻也不易采，你要小心啊。
放心吧，我在琅琊阁上的时候啊，
你是寒潭小神龙也没用。愁云涧那个地方，
攀崖飞涧，我更拿手。
你们先下去吧。莫非世子爷有什么私下的话要指教？
我长林府收到了贵部送来的祭典仪程，请问沈大人，你就没有觉得有什么不妥吗？
一应仪程，礼部皆是按照往年惯例所制，不知有何冒犯之处啊？
往年皇子年幼，不遇大典。家父身为超品的亲王，列宗亲之首，陪祭天地，是有历代的旧例可循的。但是今年，太子已满10岁，正式册立东宫，这么大的事儿，显然所有的仪典规程皆应随之更改。可是你沈大人倒好，连位次都不修正，就直接报到我长林王府。若是家父一时不察批了下去，这算你礼部疏失呢，还是我长林府藐视东宫？
哦，
世子爷切莫动气，确实是下。
Or maybe he did that shit on purpose to make them look bad.
陛下总是说，太子是晚辈，当礼敬王伯。
我大梁立嫡为先，历代多的是超品的王伯，该怎么礼敬？沈大人身为礼部尚书，想必比我更清楚吧？
啊，是，礼部自然应当立即修正，等一切安排妥当，下官等亲自登门赔罪。
我今日前来，并不是想要谁赔罪的，我是希望沈大人日后安守本职，别想得太多了。
恭送世子。
You did that shit on purpose, didn't you?
妃臣，你不知道。
我知道，年终安防，禁军有很多事情跟礼部对接。我刚来的时候，听到了一些。这个礼部尚书，为人一向圆滑，你又不是不知道。他一定不是故意给长林府设套，说他讨好反倒有可能。这些年，很多人都习惯了，陛下之后就是老王爷，所以一时难改，你别见怪。
妃臣，你是个聪明人，这样的习惯有多可怕？
So they're like second in command. They're like, you know what I'm saying? They're literally the protector of the empire.
谅解如是，至于本性如何，空非言辞。
So like they garner that kind of respect.
日久亦可见，很多人只是一时想错了，他们会想明白的。
See, this is what I'm saying. This is what I'm saying. You see this man coming here, dropping bars right now? You know what I'm saying? To win their trust?
人心虽然
See, although human hearts are hard to predict, things are proven in time. You can't just take this stuff up on your head and decide to put things into manipulate the situation to make it go your way, and then when it goes horribly wrong, you take no responsibility whatsoever. You still have this same nobody can predict what's going to happen in the future. You can't predict it. You can put things in place and say, okay, this is a possibility, but there's also probability as well. There's also the probability of it failing. You get, yes, it's a possibility that the things that you put in motion might come to pass. You get what I'm saying? But the probability of it happening might not be very high. Might not be a high percentage. So you can't just... I love that line. Things are proven in time, man.
日久亦可见，很多人只是一时想错了，他们会想明白的。
飞展，你的事情也多，就不要管我了。跟我的人就在外面，我没事的。
啊，没事，我送你。请。
你没有惹祸吧？
哪能呢？我就是想明天出城去一个地方，但有点远，没办法当天往返。可父王下了死令，说过年期间不让我乱跑。你帮我挡挡。
这个时候，你要出城，去哪儿？去做什么？
也没要做什么，就是这2天在家待着太无聊了，想去愁云涧玩一趟。
愁云涧？是有关你大嫂的事儿吧？
我就说什么事儿都瞒不住大哥，你能不能别猜这么准啊？
日里看你飞扬跳脱了些，但这关键时候，还是挺有分寸的。你去做什么？
林奇说，有一味给大嫂调理的药材要去那儿找，但我速度再快也要外宿1夜。这期间父王和大嫂要是问起来了，你可要帮我挡住，千万别说漏嘴了。怎么了？
这件事情让你跟林姑娘费心了。
大哥，你能不能别这么说话？我最多外宿1夜或者2夜就回来了。咱们2个分工不同，你伤势尚未痊愈，自然做政府内，这种跑腿的事全都交给我做。等什么时候你伤好了，家里大事小事都是你的，我就天天在家，让大嫂做好吃的给我。
你要是一直把难题当作游戏，这种心绪倒不失为一种境界。去吧，家里交给我了，注意安全。
谢大哥。
All right, so that was a great episode. As damn ashy elbows though. Jesus, I don't care. Anyways, I'll put this episode was a great episode. I love watching episodes like this kind of expand your way of thinking a lot more than, you know, this is where TV becomes more than a TV show. You know what I'm saying? I love these episodes because you get to use your critical thinking about things, your logic behind things, logic behind the decisions you make in life. You know what I'm saying? You get to thinking about those things because there's a lot going on. Now, for the things that I said during the episode, not gonna say much here because I've said enough during the episode about it. This is just evil stuff, man. Evil stuff. They plotted because they don't want their lineage to go on. That's I mean, can you imagine somebody who naturally like can't have kids, right? Naturally can't have kids, like a barren woman, right? Naturally can't have kids. That is devastating, right? It's a devastating thing to find out. Much less to also find out that not only are you barren, but somebody caused it. You know what I'm saying? It's just one of those things that is on the level, in my opinion, you might as well has killed the person. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's that level of evil. You know what I mean? At least to me, in my book, it's on that level. You know what I'm saying? You might as well kill the person. A person who wants to have children, and I'm not saying like from a I've seen people go through it. I've seen people go through wanting to have kids and can't have kids, and how sad it is, how sad it makes them, how depressed it makes them, how, you know what I'm saying? It's and then people be like, just adopt. Adoption is not the same as having kids naturally. It's not. I can understand if people make the decision to not have kids. That's fine. That's your decision. Blah blah blah. You know, but the people who do want to have kids and can't, there's this aura that's around these people that you just can't. You kind of like. It's like you can't escape it, right? It's just there, just staring you in the face, and you're like, what's going on here? You know what I'm saying? It's just the depression that's visible, palpable in the air around these people. It's just crazy. But this was an excellent episode, man. Just more and more exposition. They tried to find out where this dude was hiding. You know what I'm saying? He's still in the capital. You know what I'm saying? Because, you know, he can't really leave, else somebody will see him leaving. You know, he can't really go anywhere. I was surprised to find out that the priest was involved. Like, that kind of caught me off guard, because I didn't think that he would be involved in this whole thing. But I was also wondering what's its significance to the story, because they kept showing him doing stuff here and there. You know what I'm saying? Having these weird conversations and stuff like that. I was wondering, what do you mean by that? I remember one time he passed, I think it was Song and that other dude was talking, and he was talking to them. I think it was like in the second episode or something like that. And he just said this weird thing, and I was just like, what do you mean by that? You know what I'm saying? Like, it was just, it just came off as like he was taunting them in some like he was trying to tell them their future or something of the sort. So he's involved with the entire thing and the entire plan. And I believe that the Empress is involved as well. I don't know if she's directly involved, though. I think she's one of those people who wants to kind of humble the Xiangling army. At least I say manner, because that's what they say, manner, or the family, right? I think she's one of them, you know what I mean, who wants to preserve the lineage of the emperors, you know, coming down. And the thing about it is this: all of this is being done without the emperor knowing. You know what I'm saying? Like, he don't know what's really going on. He just knows that there's this conspiracy that's going on. He doesn't know how deep it goes. So the thing about it that you know, him being in the dark about all of this, makes it a lot more interesting to me. Makes it a lot more interesting because he's a person that, you know what I'm saying, like he strikes me as not a strict emperor. He's not like the one from Nirvana in Fire, for sure. Like, you know, dude liked to I would say he loved to joke around and stuff like that. He's more easygoing more than anything. Does he remind me of Prince Jing? No, he doesn't remind me of Prince Jing. I think he's more of like, he seems like he succeeded the throne based on the fact that his father was Prince Jing. I think, you know what I'm saying? He doesn't strike me as, I think because they're living in somewhat more peaceful times, he's not that, you know what I'm saying? He's a little different. He's a little different. Strikes me as a guy who just wants peace. You know what I'm saying? Just wants peace. Just want to chill, and you know, live out his days, if you will. You know what I'm saying? Bring up his son right, and all this other stuff. Is he a bad emperor? He hasn't done anything bad for me to say he's terrible. Seems like he's doing his job, and you know, doing his duties, and he hasn't made any bad decisions for me to be like, okay, you don't fit to be a leader. Right now he is leading, he's doing his duties as the emperor and stuff like that, and he's not complaining about it. So wow, I'm not gonna complain about it. So yeah, man. So Ping Jing is off to, you know what I'm saying, to go take care of this situation, try to get this thing that could help to heal his sister-in-law, and I'm all about it, man. You know, when stuff like that happens, you really do have to take those things into consideration, man, and get it done. I'm glad that he's the one that's doing it. He needs to do something. He needs to do something. Stay busy, you know what I'm saying, and grow up. So we'll see if his character grows on me a little bit more. He's showing a lot more maturity now, you know what I'm saying. Before he just came off as this very spoiled child, you know what I'm saying, who felt like he should always get his way and stuff like that. And I think that's why his father keeps testing him, and I think maybe he's gonna prove himself to be worthy of becoming, you know what I'm saying, the leader of the clan later on. So appreciate all the love on the videos, in past videos, guys. Thank you guys so much for showing love as always, but I need more comments. I always need more comments. All right, so keep it coming, let me know what y'all think of the series so far. I know a lot of people is watching it for the first time because I'm watching it. I appreciate all the love. Thank you guys so much. I'll see you guys for the next one.